Uh,
Big ball, fat, making my end. Fucking big killer, big ball, fat.
yo, what's going on, YouTube, man? You guys already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Click that notification bell so you can get notified when I upload shitty content. Jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. So, man, listen here, man. There's been plenty of videos that I have put out and have openly spoken about my current favorite boxer in the world. Think about that for a second. Who is that, y'all? Saul Canelo Alvarez. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is my favorite boxer in the world, current. But seeing the news that came out and was reported by Salvador Rodriguez from ESPN News, right? That the plans for 2024 for Saul Canelo Alvarez is going to be Charlo, right? Well, not Jamal Charlo, his big brother, right? The naturally bigger man, who is undefeated, by the way, and had a recent fight versus Jose Benavidez Jr. That was a pretty okay fight for him, considering that he was away from the ring for quite some time, right? And I know a few years ago, that Charlo and Canelo fight was a very promising fight that was wanted by the public to get made. And obviously, Charlo has been going through some issues in and out the ring from a mental and abuse standpoint. And like I said, he brushed off the ring rust versus a smaller Jose Benavidez, but couldn't get the job quite done as far as knocking him out. I thought he did perform fairly well considering it was his first fight in quite some time. You know, generally with boxers, you know, it's hand and eye coordination. It's second nature to them. The more they train, the more they spar, the more they box, that they will absolutely, with all of that training and boxing, you know, like I said, it gets their hand and eye coordination together. Their reflexes are well intact. But considering he was away from the ring, you can tell that his timing was a little bit off. The power seemed to be there, but obviously, like I said, he wasn't able to knock out the smaller man. And then later on in 24, after the Charlo fight, it also has been mentioned that he will fight or would want to make a bout with Charlo Crawford. All right. We know Charlo Crawford is a hell of a fighter. 147-pounder. Keep in mind, hasn't had a fight at 154. Obviously, haven't had one at 160, let alone 168, right? We know he's a two-time undisputed world champion, right? The first male to do so. Charlo Crawford is an excellent athlete, strong as an ox, durable, can fight from both sides, can masterfully put together combinations, and reflex game is on point and everything like that. You never want to doubt a man like that, but in reality, wanting to Bud Crawford to skip multiple weight classes to obviously strive for greatness in Canelo's backyard, basically, it kind of throws me off because as much as I respect Canelo Alvarez as my favorite boxer, and yes, he got a lot of mileage from plenty of fights in the ring, but to be seemingly running away from the obvious challenge in his division, that would be the other Mexican superstar, the monster, David Benavidez. This fight is what the world would like to see. Let's be honest. I want to see that fight. Canelo fan base, I'm sure, would like to see that fight. Though they're going to ride with him regardless. Just like I'm going to ride with him. But this move, I know he's all about his money. And, why fight a dangerous fight for 20 million when I can fight a fighter that I know I can beat for 30 million, so to speak. I get the business side of that. And you are in the latter part of your career. But as far as a defining fight for the supremacy of your division, super one, your legacy is cemented and it still will be cemented. But look what a win versus David Benavidez would mean to Canelo Alvarez's career. I think the fight goes bonkers, does many numbers, considering both of their backgrounds and the support that they will get. Now, there has been times where I've heard that Canelo said that he don't want to fight, another Mexican fighter. But then there are times where I've seen videos of him saying, I will fight anybody. And remember, guys, at the end of his last fight, he said, I don't think no one can beat this Canelo. Okay, so you put it out to the world that nobody right at this moment can beat this version, meaning that you're healthy, you're all the way back to where you were when your career, first really took off, right? Wouldn't you want to fight the best? Not saying that Terrence Bud Crawford isn't the best. Sure, he's the best. He's the best 147-pounder. And I'm sure when he climbs up to 54, if he decides to do that, which really makes sense, he can test those waters and prove that he's the best at that division. We all know he's a hell of a fighter. He is a strategic dog in the ring. That was obvious on the performance that he took down my guy, Earl Spence Truth Jr., right? And then obviously fighting another guy who was naturally the bigger guy, Charlo. But he has obviously not been in the ring enough. He hasn't been fighting enough to take on the likes of Saul Canelo Alvarez. And that is why it is being aligned to where as though the Charlo fight will be first. If they set that in stone, that fight flips the switch and be ready to go Cinco de Mayo. All right? What is this, February? You don't have that much time to train unless Charlo has been in and out the gym or just training, getting his mentals together. Who knows how he's doing in his personal life. And if everything is together, I give him a legitimate shot. He's an undefeated fighter. But at the same time, he hasn't been in the ring. Canelo Alvarez is the real deal inside of the boxing ring. He's obviously the real deal when it comes to picking his opponents the way that he does. But I think that the boxing fans of the world would love to see a match between the Mexican monster David Benavidez versus Saul Canelo Alvarez. That is the supremacy, the legacy fight of that division that the whole world would love to see. But Crawford is a hell of a fighter. I can't say it no more. But I can't see him beating Canelo in Canelo's weight class. I just cannot see that. And Charlo, I give him a shot, but I still can't see him beating Canelo either. What are you guys' thoughts and comments on this news that came out about Saul Canelo Alvarez? Right now, I'm starting to feel like Canelo, and I'm not a person that jumps ship, but he is losing me as me holding him so high and on my boxing list as my favorite fighter, because the fight that I would love to see and I want to see. And I think David Benavidez has earned the right to fight that man for all the marbles. You guys feel the same? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comments section. It's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion, and I'm out. Till the next time.